taking back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see what's mine and take it. Keepers, losers, reapers. Oh yeah, the crown. So close I can taste it. I see what's mine and take it. Keepers, losers, reapers. Oh yeah.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is me, the Ninja Reviewer here. It's sorry, I was just on something. Time for another exciting episode of My Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 23. That day has come. Yeah, My Hero Academia. This week's episode right here. So basically, we are now leading up to this. Oh man, next week's episode is gonna be the next two last episodes we're gonna get, man. Holy Jesus, it's gonna be crazy, man. Wow, it's gonna be so great, and I can already tell where the season finale is gonna end off with. And honestly, that's just gonna be a moment where it's like where it's gonna be like, damn it, it's gonna be one of those moments where you're just begging for season 3 next year. And that's technically where we're gonna be at right now. But for now, let's just talk about this week's episode right here. So I'm just saying though, brace yourselves, people. We only have 2 more episodes left, and already the season's gonna go bye-bye. It really sucks because I'm expecting it like every weekly, but then, you know, it kind of sucks. But now this really being the end for good, and it's like, shit, man. I really am gonna miss My Hero Academia once it takes another break, though. But it is what it is, though, because we don't want to get too very close to the manga. So it does kind of actually make a lot of sense on why they're gonna do this. But anyways, let's just get right to the episode. So this episode, we have, let's see, we got so we have 3 matches actually going on. So we have 3 matches going on when it comes to this week's episode. So let's just get right down on it to the very first match right here. Oh no, correction, 4. I'm sorry. We kind of get like 4 matches, but one isn't really a match. So yeah. So we have the first match going on with Uchaku and Yuga. You know, Yuga, the freaking laser one. Yeah, so we have that match versus 13. Now, it looks like, you know, that we're going to get sucked into that vortex. But like the last episode that we had where it ended off, where he's like, you know, do you like him? And then she's like blushing and shit. And she's like, oh, fuck. And then she realizes it was that moment that she knew she fucked up. So then she slips in and she's thinking she's about to get into the vortex, where in reality it was a trick in order to actually, you know, distract 13 by actually grabbing her. And the way she looked was that moment where it has like the whole nani, and then like all of a sudden like omae wa shindeyu. I swear to God, that's what it was, man. I swear that's pretty much what it was, and she, it pretty much was on that same level of Physique. And it's like, wow. She was just like, she had that look, man. She's like, she went from all kawaii to fucking like fucking Kenshiro, a Maiwa Shindeu fucking look over there. So honestly though, that was actually, you know, pretty cool. So we had that going on. And actually, Yoga was able to use his laser technique already while the vortex already stopped, and he was able to actually handcuff. And he was actually able to handcuff 13, and they actually won, and they managed to actually go to the escape route. Then we had the other match going on, which I forgot to mention too, which was against Yuzuru, I believe is the actual principal, the principal of the whole UA society in general. So when it comes facility, why did I say facility? Facility, okay, it's not even a real word. So the facility, we have the principal, and honestly, this dude, like this rodent, this whatever the hell it is, yo. This rodent is able to actually outsmart any human whatsoever. So in other words, with his quirk, he's able to outsmart any human out there possible. Like whatever route they're trying to take in order to do something, like any villains or whatever, he's able to outsmart them within seconds as a rodent. Dude, that's bonkers. That is pretty crazy. So how fucking OP hype is the principal? Like honestly, I think that was just like a taste of what the principal really is. And honestly, he's able to outsmart any kind of human in any kind of situation that's going on. He's able to set any kinds of traps, anything in motion. He's able to do it because back then, from what we learned, he got put through a lot of science experiments back in the day, which is the reason why he's pretty much batshit insane as he is now as a principal. But he's more calm, but he kind of acts more like the villain in the situation, which it's supposed to be. So, and that's the case. We have Kaminari and Ashido. So Kaminari and Ashido, they're both a team, and unfortunately they got lost thanks to the principal's smart antics, again thanks to his court. So how OP is the fucking principal? That's all I'm trying to say. Like, seriously though, how strong is he really when he's able to actually outsmart any human possible? That's pretty insane. And then after that, we have our second match going on. Which is with JIRO, and of course the teammate that she has teamed up with is Koda, which his quirk, which I think we kind of do this beforehand, but we kind of forgot. He's able to actually use a kind of voice where he's able to communicate with animals, because we already know what JIRO's is. She pretty much has like a headphone jack where she's able to plug herself that has like any situation as like with her headphones, and she's able to actually connect anything with sound. So pretty much she's a sound user. She's able to connect her ears like headphones and actually use a cord to actually connect to different kinds of sound waves, any kinds of sound. So something like this was kind of hard to cancel out someone like Present Mike. Now Present Mike again is a top tier. However though, his weakness would have to be the Force. And I gotta say, when it comes to Present Mike, his abilities are actually quite powerful. I'm not gonna lie. That voice is pretty damn strong. However, though, it was a really nice way of teamwork when it comes to JIRO. When it comes to JIRO and Koda, they're actually quite a really awesome team. And it turns out that Koda has a really distinguished fear of bugs, so he has insect phobia. So he's not really a big fan of actually using those powers against bugs. However, he finally overcomes his fear and actually realizes, holy shit, yo, when they play fucking, like, when you say run, when they start playing that music, you know epic shit's going down. And already, epic shit went down, man. Koda got over his fear, was able to control the bugs from the point where Present Mike was at the goal point, and he pretty much got, pretty much screwed over by the bugs, and he actually lost, and they were able to advance and actually pass the exam. Excuse me. So we had one failure, and we had a couple passes, and this is the newest failure that we got, like Karashiba, where he went, where's go? Sorry. And that's where, he failed. So those are the ones right now so far that actually failed the exam. And also, no, I'm sorry, not Ijiro. It was Kirishima and Sato. They were the ones that actually failed it. Then we have our final match in the episode. We have Mineta and oh wait, no, I'm sorry, no, not Mineta. I'm sorry, no. Wait, no, hold on, I forgot. We still have Shoujo. I forgot. We had Shoujo and Hakuri. Now, overall, the other fight when it comes to the principal, that was actually quite interesting. So we don't really know how strong in perspective the principal really is, but he has a really interesting quirk. Like, he can actually outsmart people like that. It's pretty insane and kind of terrifying at the same time. The other fight though, I really did enjoy that one. I would say a lot more because one with the principal went by pretty quick. Pretty impressive power, but that part of the exam went by really damn quick, like extremely quick. Then, the other one, which was the one like I mentioned before with a JIRO's fight with Kuda, that was a really awesome one. I really did enjoy that little moment there where he did finally gain some confidence. And it's kind of funny too, breaks the fourth wall and JIRO's like, oh come on, you really can't talk after all. So that was funny. So that fight was actually pretty good. Then we had Shoujo and Hagakure versus McCree. Oops, I mean Snipe. Snipe is pretty Snipe is pretty much McCree from Overwatch. Yeah, just think of him as McCree from fucking Overwatch. He has fucking Mr. High Noon over here. It's High Noon. Like, I swear to God, that's pretty much what it reminds me of if you play Love Overwatch like I do. So basically, we had that going on with that match. And when it comes to Shoji, he actually used Hakakuri in a really good way of her being invisible. Because Snipe is like, oh shit, I forgot, she's invisible. So it'd be hard for me to see any kind of sneak attacks. It's like, oh yeah, I should have thought of that. So that's why he charged in there like a fool and able to actually was a distraction in order for her to actually grab him and cuff him. It was kind of funny too because he doesn't even know that he was actually grabbing her boob. Now that was actually really damn funny though for that. Even though it's kind of wrong for a teacher to grab like a young, high school girl's kind of like titties. But it's like, what the hell though? So it's not really his fault, she's always invisible. Maybe one day we will see like her actual appearance. Maybe we will one day. Maybe we'll actually see her, like, finally without the invisibility quirk, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe. Unless she's going to be like that for the rest of her life. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, there's that. So, overall, when it comes to that portion, that was actually that was pretty solid. I actually did kind of enjoy that. I like Snipes. That was a pretty cool dude. Definitely reminds me of, like, that McCree sort of feel. And then, finally, in this episode, we have Mineta and JIRO. We have Mineta and JIRO when it comes to this versus Midnight. Now, Midnight, the extra thick, seductive, also pro hero, also UA teacher. Also, when it comes to that, though, we see that Mineta was basically, while in a way trying to escape from a certain situation, he actually had this all planned mind. It's like, wait a minute. The reason why I became a hero was to become cool. And actually get a chick in a way. Like, actually get myself a girl also on the process. So basically that was the real reason why, because he was jealous of other people who had really impressive quirks. They were able to actually get together, as boyfriend and girlfriend. And he was actually kind of like really pissed off with that. So it's like, you know what? I'm actually going to do that. I'm actually going to become cool. I can't run from this now. So basically he actually had this all planned set up where basically he was able to actually dodge like the actual, because he was able to cover himself from the tape. Now remember, Sato's tape has a cork on it. He has corks on his tape, so he was able to use that power of the cork from the tape to cover his nose to actually have a really secret dash attack while she was trying to whip him as well. So it's like, oh, while also trying to just whoop him, he actually kept using that dash in order to actually, uppercut her. And she, no, okay, not uppercut her, just kidding. Just basically used the grape snare to trap her, and they were able to actually escape the finish line. Even though JIRO was kind of like knocked out, thanks to the gas and he could release. Sorry, excuse me, as a quirk. And remember, from what we heard, it can only work on guys mainly a lot. It traps mainly guys, not so much for girls. And I guess we can pretty much see why. And now, finally, next week, the final match of the exam begins. And I am hyped as fuck, boy. Especially knowing all about Bakugo and his past and what he's been going through. This is going to be a really exciting ride. These last two episodes that we're going to be getting are going to be quite a treat. So definitely cannot wait. So, overall, when it comes to this episode. When it comes to the episode overall, I'm not going to say it was anything like spectacular or anything like that. Because, I don't know, in my opinion, it wasn't like the most spectacular. But the pacing-wise, story progression-wise, was really, really quick. I gotta say, when it comes to these exams, I wish I could have done like they did with the beginning with the sports festival when the second season first started. Spend some more time on the fights. Made them a little longer. Just like the anime only stuff they could have added in there, which would have been really cool. But instead, they decided to speed up because I guess short is on time for the season, and it is only about 25 episodes long now for the season, which kind of makes sense. So yeah, overall, I give the episode a 4 out of 5. It was a very good episode. I think last week's episode, though, was a little bit more better. While the fights, I think the most enjoyable ones for me were the JIRO, the Koda one I really enjoyed. And, of course, the Mineta stuff at the very end was actually really enjoyable. I'm not the craziest fan for Mineta. I'm really not. Not really the biggest fan. But when it comes through, man, to his perviness, he can get serious. It's like shit. Like, it was weird how he's bleeding out of his eyes. I guess the poison, the gas thing that she releases is actually that strong of a quirk. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Next week's gonna be pretty hyped though. These last two episodes are gonna be pretty damn lit though. Let me know your thoughts though in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts about this episode. What do you guys think of it? Also, do not forget to click notification squad boys to get notifications of my videos. Also, do not forget to check out my social media plugins on my gamer tags as well. And also, yeah, so once again, 4 out of 5, a very good episode of My Hero Academia. So, yeah, so peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. Anime manga fans, keep supporting much read what you watch. I will see you guys next week for episode 24. And of course, for you manga folks, I'll see you guys for the newest chapter, live reaction / review. So yeah, later. And remember, go beyond plus ultra.